298.
This old-time radio program was originally aired live, long before the advent of high fidelity. As a result, you may detect an occasional surface noise or volume drop due to transmission problems so common to old radio. We hope, however, that any variance in audio quality will not take away from your pleasure in listening to this, one of the all-time favorite shows.
Where the blue of the night meets the gold of the day, someone waits for me.
This is Ken Carpenter welcoming you to Radio Time, produced and transcribed in Hollywood with Bing Crosby and his guests, John Charles Thomas and Al Jolson. Tonight, Blue of the Night is different. As a matter of fact, our whole show's different. Tonight, we'll take you back to a golden romantic era of the American theater and revive the melody, romance, and gaiety of the good old minstrel days. We now present John Charles, Al, and Bing as N-Men and Fun Makers. Together with John Scott Trotter and his world-renowned silver cornet band and the entire ensemble.
When you hear the bells will ding-a-ling, all join round and sweetly you must sing. And when the verse ends through, in the chorus all join in, there'll be a hot time in the old town tonight. My baby, please, oh please, do not let me fall. My baby, you're all mine. Love you best of all, and you must be all mine. Or I'll have none at all. There'll be a hot time in the old town tonight.
Gentlemen, be seated. Mr. Bones Crosby will now sing that hilarious ditty made famous by the immortal Bert Williams, entitled Nobody.
When life seems full of clouds and rain, and I'm filled with naught but pain, who soothes my thumping, bumping brain? Nobody. And when winter comes with snow and sleet, and me with hunger and cold feet, who says here's $50, go get yourself something to eat? Nobody. I ain't never done nothing to nobody. I ain't never done nothing to nobody no time. And until I get something from somebody sometime, I don't intend to do nothing for nobody no time. Now when summer dawns all cool and clear, and my friends see me drawing near, who says, come on in, Jackson, have a glass of beer? Nobody. And when all day long things go amiss, when I go home to find me a little bliss, who hands to me a glowing kiss? Not a soul. I ain't never done nothing to nobody. I ain't never got nothing from nobody no time. And until I get something from somebody sometime, I don't intend to do nothing for nobody no time.
Thomas.
Yes, Mr. Interlocutor.
Mr. Thomas, I wish to caution you regarding a very personal matter. You should pull the shades down in your house at night.
Why should I pull the shades down?
Well, I walked by your place last evening, and there you were sitting in the window with your wife on your lap, and you were hugging and kissing each other.
It joke's on you. I wasn't home last night.
Mr. Interlocutor,
Yeah?
you look kind of worried this evening.
Well, Sugarfoot, I am worried. I'm afraid there's going to be another big depression, and everybody will be out of work.
Well, in case like that, I know the solution. I know just what to do.
Well, what would you do, Sugarfoot?
Well, if there was a depression, I'd take all the women in the world and I'd put them right here in the United States. Right here.
I see.
And then I'd take me all the men in the world and I'd put them over there in Europe. And they'd be working all the time.
Working all the time? What would they be doing?
Building boats.
Mr. Bones.
Got it figured.
Mr. Bones.
Yes, sir.
Why are you standing over there shaking your head in such a negative manner?
I just made up my mind. I ain't never going over to my aunt's house no more.
Why, your aunt's a very charming lady. Why aren't you going over to her house anymore?
You got such funny ideas about holidays.
Holidays? What do you mean?
Well, on Columbus Day, she made me sail 3 little bitty boats around the bathtub. And on George Washington's birthday, she made me go out and chop down a cherry tree. And on Christmas, she made me dress up like a reindeer. You won't catch me going to her house come Easter.
Why not?
I ain't gonna lay no eggs for nobody.
Ladies and gentlemen, the Dixieland Trio, Mr. Al Jolson, Mr. John Charles Thomas, and Mr. Bing Crosby, will now render a tune that is now sweeping the country.
Oh, Susanna, now don't you cry for me, for I come from Alabama with my banjo on my knee.
I come from Alabama with a banjo on my knee. I'm going to Louisiana, my true love for to see.
It rained all night today. I left the weather. It was dry.
The sun's so hot I froze to death. Susanna, don't you cry.
Oh, Susanna, don't you cry for me, I come from Alabama with my banjo on my knee.
Oh, I had a dream the other night when everything was still. I thought I saw Susanna, dear, a-coming down the hill.
The buckwheat cake was in her mouth.
The tear was in her eye.
Says I's a-coming from the south. Susanna, don't you cry.
Oh, Susanna, don't you cry for me, I come from Alabama with my banjo on my knee.
Gentlemen, that was excellent. I'm sure everybody enjoyed it to the utmost.
Well, I know one thing. I didn't like it.
Man, you remind me of a frog. That's what you remind me of, a toad frog.
What kind of frog?
Toad frog.
Toad frog? What do you
Yes,
mean
all-
I'm a toad frog?
All mouth, brother, all mouth.
Now listen here, crooner.
What's this here?
Now listen here.
What are you talking about?
The last time I saw a mouth like yours, there was a fish hook in it.
Keep it up. Go ahead, keep it up. I'm going to walk over there and I'm going to knock that bump right off your head.
Brother, let me tell you something. There ain't no bump on my head.
I'm going to put one there and then knock it off.
Well, there's only one thing I want to know.
What's that?
If you walk over here
Yes.
and hit me on the head,
Yes.
how you going to get back?
I don't know.
Gentlemen, there's no reason for this infraction between you two. Now, Mr. Crosby, please take your seat. Take your seat.
Yes, son. Put it down while it's still in good condition.
Mr. John Charles Honey Lips Thomas will now sing that perennial favorite, Gwine to Heaven.
Bound to heaven, bound to heaven. I'm gonna go, I'm gonna go, I'm gonna leave this world of woe. Pack and travel to the kingdom of my Lord. How to 7, come 11. I'm going there, I'm going there. I'm gonna climb the golden stair. Leave the devil and his rabble, all to claim my soul's reward. And they'll wash me while in snow. in Jerusalem land. And all those honey rivers flow in Jerusalem land. I go, you go, all of us go to the Lord's baptizing. I know, wash me white as a driven snow in Jerusalem land. No, not all of you, only the sheep want to come home to Jordan. Hell for the goats and the hell I'm deep. Devil's gang don't never sleep. While our souls are going to reap. They go on to come home to Jordan. They go on to come home to Jordan. And all they'll give me raiment new in Jerusalem land, a turkey red and calico blue in Jerusalem land. Feed on possum and taters too, drink those drops of a heavenly dew, lots for me and some for you in Jerusalem land. Bound to heaven, I'm flying high, right through the top seat in the sky, rising through you, to receive my soul's reward. How to step, boo, come letting, come on along, come on and join that seraph song. And tell howdy do ya, hallelujah, in the kingdom of my Lord.
Thomas, that was sung with feeling and sincerity.
Instead of like it, I seen my duty and done it.
But I would like to point out that Mr. Crosby and Mr. Jolson were very rude. I distinctly saw them sticking their tongues out at you while you were singing.
Now, just a minute here. I wasn't sticking my tongue out at Mr. Thomas. I was sticking my tongue out at Mr. Jolson.
And as they say in French, vice versa.
I can't understand you two. You're always quarreling and bickering. I want you to apologize immediately.
Apologize to that? Why, he's so dumb he'd pour hot water down a hen's mouth to make her lay hard-boiled eggs. That's what he'd do, I swear.
Wait a minute, son.
What's that?
Wait a minute. I seen you trying to do the same thing.
What with?
With a rooster.
Get away, man. Man, you are uneducated almost to the point of stupidity.
Well, look who's talking.
I'm talking.
Look who's talking.
Yes, I am.
Where did you ever go to school?
I went to school way up on a hill.
What school was that?
High school.
Oh, my.
I got very good marks, too, brother.
Teacher's pet?
Well, some of them did.
So you're a smart man, huh?
You are so right.
This concludes the first part of this cassette. Please turn the cassette over and begin again on side 2.